Actually, the Southern Front are doing pretty poorly. Southern Front? What was that? Was that some expansion? Or am I crazy?
Yeah.
Was it Company of Heroes?
I think so.
Speaking of which,
Maybe.
check out our Company of Heroes playthroughs.
Don't, they're terrible.
Yeah. Hang on.
I said it. I told you the truth. I told you all the truth.
Yeah.
Allenstein, I guess, just move on.
Allenstein. Persian armies.
Yeah, it's been going. I mean, it's been going terrible, but at the same time,
it's been going surprisingly unterrible.
In some ways, it has. I mean, in Gniezno, in Posen, we're keeping up 200,000 men, like 300,000 men of German soldiers are being caught up in that border.
Yeah, that's well done.
So we are trying our best, really. So yeah, the war could go worse, I suppose.
Oh,
really could. That was a bad war or battle.
War, yeah.
But seriously, there's too many conscripts just lurking in Minsk. You need to help out with pushing them to the front lines.
Minsk? Well,
it was like 200,000 men there.
Was there? Oh, there. Yeah. Okay.
So that's the central gathering position.
I see.
If you see too many people there, just throw them out. We have mobilized about 60% now. And we're losing men at a very rapid rate, by the way.
Yep, I bet.
So we kind of need to do something about that, if at all possible.
That's the Soviet way.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yours could be the intro and that would be the finishing before this show starts. Completely draining it of any kind of energy. Yeah, suppose. Where are any soldiers that can be used? This one.
Okay.
We need to reinforce Gniezno.
So we basically sacrificed that army at Gniezno.
Yeah, but I need to sacrifice more people there. No, wait, that was not terrible action. I can't reach it though. There's just armies all across the board. Here's a guy with 54,000 men. By all means, try to push through in Gniezno.
I'm not sure if he'll make it there, but sure.
No, but here's 28,000 men that can reach it. And here's 19,000 men.
Okay.
Anyone that can really reinforce there to keep them occupied, because they're losing men at a faster rate than we are. They just have so many of them.
Jesus, we have so many conscripts.
I know. It's almost too many. And it's hard to keep a track of all these fronts.
It's a bit demoralizing how many we're losing, isn't it?
It is. I thought you would make more headway into Ottoman Empire by now.
I don't have that many. I mean, the armies all go to Minsk for some reason.
Yeah, they're like the most annoying part is that when a conscript army walking away is encountering, a conscript, they start following that conscript.
Oh.
All the way back.
They're like Walking Dead.
Yes, kind of. It's just been really. It was really annoying.
It's just been revoked
in the Austria playthrough when I was dealing with that kind of problem. So many times. So many times. So please go watch those videos. It will be an annotation on your screen right now.
This entire series is just an advertisement for the rest of our channel.
Hasn't it always been?
Oh, it's always
been. We make that joke
like
maybe 5 times an episode. And it's
as
terrible then as it has been every single time. Holy shit, armies are just being pounded to the ground.
It's almost as if they were unprofessional in their behavior.
It's almost like they were farmers who got a rifle. We found Tutankhamun's tomb. That's gonna help with our effort, right?
What's with our success in
I don't
Egypt?
know. I don't know, but it's I mean, I'm not gonna complain really, because it does give us quite nice things. I will send an army into the Pannonian Basin, meaning Hungary, to try to put some pressure on them. I think that would be pretty good.
Yeah.
And pull the troops further out. Just gotta push them out, get rid of them. Here's 70,000 men. They can also go on offensive into Hungary. Here's 43,000 men. They can relieve some stress. Basically become masseuse. Yes, masseuse squad.
Masseuse is...
Have you ever been to a masseuse?
Yeah, I have.
Surprise.
A few unprofessional ones, but yeah, I have.
And, you know, relatives do not count, like...
No, I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I implied. I mean, I did say none of my family is professional in anything. So.
Okay. Enough with the fun stuff. We need more armies on the way. But I don't know where to place them all. It's like, in a way, I kind of want the mobilization to be over.
Yeah, me too. I mean, how can there be more people? How many people do we have?
A lot.
And we're the prime ministers of this country, and we're still asking ourselves that. No. Oh, don't go there. Yeah.
I mean,
go to Hungary.
How can it be, say there's no upper class? What are we then? Are we lower class? Like, are we the country rulers? Are we the lower class?
Perfect sense. We're still the same. We just get paid more, and we're
better than you.
Yeah, we're better than other people given the position we're in.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
But we're still equal. We're still good friends.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far. We're you know, breathing the same kind of air, of sorts, except that your air is heavily polluted and my air is crispy clean. But besides that, yeah, same air.
From our high Tower of Babylon.
Yeah. Oh. I want the ancient civilizations of this kind of game. Building, you know, yeah.
Garden of Eden.
I realized that basically is like some sort of shaped version of Civilization, but I'm not the biggest fan of Civilization. Me
neither, for some reason. Why is Civilization so good? Never understood it. I like... something I've wanted to try is the recent Settler games. Settlers is a game series I haven't followed for like years, but the new ones are supposed to be really good.
Well, some of them. Like, I remember playing one of them with a friend long time ago, and I really liked it, but I can't remember the name of it, which one it was, like the...
Settlers 45.
Was it the 5th one, or was it the 6th one, or was it the 55.5 one? I don't know. It could be either one of them, or all of them.
All of the above.
Or none of them. But I mean, this is, you know, concerning, considering they still have maybe 200,000 men or more in France, completely occupying France. This was supposed to be a better war.
Yeah, for us especially. I mean, Germany never ceases to amaze me. Like, how do they have so much resources and so much effort?
Now not to mention that now suddenly we have to fight the Dutch as well.
The slimy Dutch.
And I'm running out of soldiers. I don't know where everyone is going. Maybe they... Oh, I did send quite a lot of them into Hungary.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, you did. Well, it's still only like 100,000 or something.
But I mean, can we get a peace with Hungary? Would they accept peace of it? They would not. Can we get a peace with Denmark? We cannot. Netherlands, same deal there. The Ottomans, same deal there. We kind of need to eliminate some of them in order to be fully, you know, to commit fully against the Germans.
The Germans.
Yes. The mobilization is now 100% done.
Oh, thank you. We're so spoiled.
But that's not very good at the moment, because I'm seeing that I need more troops.
I'm sending some more of my professional armies from the east.
From the east to the west.
Actually, there was just one left that I'd missed, but it's still something.
The problem is that now I need to... Do you know the Battle of Guinea?
Yeah.
Oh god, that was a terrible thing. a lot of soldiers got stuck in fighting against the Dutch, and it's a horrible, horrible battle with extreme losses. Extreme losses, seriously. When can army run?
Yeah.
Just please, by all means, just run.
Fresh
one day.
Dutch troops.
That cost of 40,000 men. Just one misclick. That's great. Really, really goddamn awesome.
That's an entire town.
Yeah. And a half. Yeah, this war.
Battles are lost.
Yeah, and the Dutch are moving into Poland. And no matter how many men I send to Gniezno, it's just not gonna happen. I'm pulling back. Look at these losses.
Yeah. We've come to a point where we're bleeding, literally.
Yeah, this is the Great Patriotic War, or whatever they call it. So there's 7,000 men, so they will escape deep into Soviet territory to recover a bit. So I will basically just send them to Slutsk.
What did you call it?
Hopefully they can recover there, because there's a lot of armies there with a lot of regiments to recover. The problem is now that I have mostly no soldiers at all, and the Germans are overwhelming me. So what this means is the invasion of Hungary, as fun as it is, it's time to pull back the soldiers and prepare, because I need more men. Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm quite tempted to demobilize and remobilize. At least you're winning in your side.
Yeah, it's going okay against the Ottomans now.
But I kind of want to lower the speed even further, even though it wasn't really going that fast. And reorganize the defense. Seriously, there's a defensive battle. We can use this to our advantage, hopefully. We cannot, because apparently they are just extremely good at everything they do. Stupid Dutch people.
Yeah, the Dutch have really sent like an elite army.
They have, yeah.
And we have something far from elite.
It's concerning, to say the least.
At the same time, France is all but fallen.
Yeah, I mean, who were we kidding when we thought that France could actually stand up?
Yeah, I don't know. Why do we keep falling
Germany?
for this? Because we know that France sucks as a country.
We do know that.
Oh.
It's, that's been a bad battle.
I think we've lost this war.
We might have, but I'm not about to give up yet. Even though I probably should. The Manchurian question came up again on the agenda. Should we push it through or should we not?
I couldn't be less interested.
No one knows, and I don't know either. But now at least I'm finding some forces to put up here in defensive positions.
I think I'll let one of my armies go back. I think the frontier doesn't really need them.
Oh god, Brest-Litovsk is going to be a horrible battle. Send reinforcements. The Dutch are joining in everywhere. Just pull back then. I mean, to have battle parity is pretty good, I'd say. As far as we are concerned.
Yeah, gotta compare.
Could be worse. A lot worse. And the battle in Brest-Litovsk is actually going our way. I didn't really think I would be able to say that this war. But the biggest drawback in so far for us has been that we started out with so few professional armies.
Yeah.
And they
started
really
off with pretty much full, it seems.
Yeah, they had a lot more. So that's not been in our favor. But that was a pretty good battle at Brest-Litovsk anyway. So
the North Front is doing pretty poorly. Heavily outnumbered.
The furthest north, yeah. It's not been reflecting our best work.
Heavily outnumbered.
Oh, holy shit. That pendulum has swung from, being Germany losing to now Germany completely destroying in battles and everything else.
Ugh.
So that's not been perfect. But here is a lot of soldiers now in Brest-Litovsk, actually, including some armies that are professional. So I will actually single them out and let them, lead the charges, I suppose. Because they are our main hope for peace and prosperity. Can I see what this army is made up of? It's only made up of infantry, so by all means go ahead and attack them, and you will have some support.
The Dutch army, come on, it's basically hasn't lost a man.
Yeah, that's the Dutch for you. That's the Dutch for you. But yeah, it's not good at all. I think you should locate your professional armies and try to, do offensive actions with them, and everyone else kind of just go in defensive positions, I suppose.
I think I've South 3 is heading towards I'm gonna face Hungary here near the Crimean border. See how that goes.
Yeah.
I have one army that's going swimmingly. It's actually
This is basically the First World War, by the way. The timing is a bit too early, but now we're entering World War I territory, 1914. So yeah, this North 7... Wait, it was winning. What the hell was I doing? I was reading the wrong one. I thought it was going badly. It's like, I need to pull back. This is going terribly.
Amazing leadership from the general who just comes to the battlefield and like a winning battlefield and goes, "This is going horribly. The people in red, they're overwhelming us. Pull back." And there's like,
"Sir,
we're the red team.
We are the red." Oh crap! It's too late now. Let's pull back. Germany is offering a peace, by the way. They're offering the peace of humiliate France, force France to dismantle their empire, dismantle construction in French Guiana. I mean,
France can go,
somewhere and do something to themselves.
Imagine yourselves.
Yes, you can,
This is family show.
It should be detailed. I would say accept at this point.
Yeah. I mean, we can't compete.
We lose prestige. No, we actually won't. Because the war was not really about us. The war was about France. So we actually were not really affected by the outcome of this.
That was terrible.
That was completely awful. I mean, I haven't really seen anything quite as terrible.
We should start a commission, a catastrophe commission. The ones that they launch when planes crash.
Definitely. And I think that when we come back next time, we really need to reform the entire army and army structure. And I mean, we pretty much right now have 96 brigades out of 426 standing. And those 96 brigades are undermanned. They
understaffed,
are under-equipped. Yes, and they have just been through a devastating loss. We're just happy that the war was about France and not about us. So we actually didn't lose much at all from this.
Hooray!
Except from a lot of war exhaustion, which I think will, just to incur that event, which will happen pretty soon, and about the war is over, now you get a lot of war exhaustion.
And hey, that date, September 11th, 1912, it really...
It really was a bad date. It was an omen.
Yeah, it was an omen.
A double omen. And we should have listened to our...
To the calendar. The almighty calendar.
What are these people called, the ones that predict the future? Or say they do? Sages.
Fortune teller?
Fortune tellers, yeah. Or, like kind of advisors to us.
Advisors.
Our communist regime has a lot of people advising on the future.
Yeah.
I foresee a devastating loss. We should have listened.